Alright, welcome back. Part 3, I guess this is. Got it all cleaned up. Didn't leave much. Just some ashes from my little stove. And I give them a little pile of birch. And some dry twigs and stuff. The birch I got back there behind the shelter. It's a fallen birch. I'll take a little walk back there and I'll show you. There we go. Got a little outhouse here too. You can see the cabin behind me there, or the shelter. And right there is the outhouse. It's not portable, so I guess it's called a perma-potty. But out there, you can see the birch that's down on the ground. That's where I got the stuff I cut up. And that's what I advocate that you take for birch bark, for doing your birch bark fire starting. Find some fallen stuff. It can even be rotten wood. I mean, the bark itself with all the resin in it stays for quite a long time on the ground. Even if the wood inside is all completely rotten, the bark is still just as good as if you take it off a living tree. Now, there's nothing wrong with taking it off of a living tree, but the problem comes in when a million other people take bark off a tree, a living tree, and if they all take it off the same tree, that tree's going to die. So I advocate taking it off a dead tree that's fallen down on the ground. There's plenty of it laying around. If there's any birches around, birches are prone to drop branches. So you just find some birches, look down on the ground, and so it takes you an extra 10 minutes to find a piece of bark. So what? At least you're not killing a tree. I know, like I said, one person does it for the year off that tree. One person per tree. A little 6 foot or 6 inch by 8 inch piece is not going to hurt the tree. But the problem is, people take it off the closest tree and then that tree is completely stripped around, 2 foot up all the way around. The tree's gonna die. So same thing, you know, with garbage. I drink my little instant packs from Starbucks. That little bitty packet, if I throw it on the ground, and I'm the only person that ever does that, no one's even going to notice it. The problem is, the majority of people do it. So I do my part and I take it with me. If I brought it in, I can bring it out. I'll show you when we get up here what I'm talking about with stripping a tree of bark. And there's fallen branches right next to it. Granted, the branches might have fell later, You're walking up this little hill here. There really aren't any pines here, so you're not going to get that one. Okay, granted, there's birches. But when you strip a birch of its bark, see that? Top's falling out of it. Top's broke off of that one. 9 times out of 10 because of that. And they started on this one all the way around it. When you can take the stuff right on the ground. So that's why I say I try to promote taking it from the ground. That's what happens when, like the one behind me right there, that's what happens when too many people take it from one tree. I mean, you don't even have to have the logs laying on the ground like that. You can just come over and find this. The wood has completely rotted away from inside there, and this bark is perfectly good yet. I'm gonna go bring that to the cabin, or to the shelter, and leave it there for someone. I don't know. But that's what happens. Not knowing, not caring, lack of respect for nature, entitlement thinking, whatever you want to call it, it's a problem. Should be a required course in grade school, elementary school, continued on through middle school, of respect. Respect yourself, respect others, respect your environment. Just my thoughts. They don't mean anything. And I'm no expert, no tree expert, no psychology expert, nothing. Just my thoughts on the subject. Getting cold. 40 was the high. My fingers are turning numb. Probably put my gloves back on. I don't know if you'll be able to see once I get in here, but oh no, oh kinda. So I'm gonna put the birch bark here, right on a little seat. Stays dry. Not that it really needs to be dry, it still works when it's wet. It works easier when it's dry. Alright, guess this is the third part of a 3-part series. No editing. we'll see how that goes when I get home. I'll post it. May not be the best. Then again, my editing skills weren't all that great anyway, so hopefully I'm gonna get this new computer soon. And the problem comes in is with that 4K, my drone being 4K video, and I'd eventually like to upgrade my camera here to something higher quality, is with top of the line video quality in a camera, to be able to edit it, you need one of them gaming computers, because it requires so much memory and a graphics card, and can't just do it with a normal home computer anymore. But I try to do the best quality productions I can. I don't know. I don't get paid for this. Doubt I ever will. I don't advertise. Doubt I ever will. I do it because I enjoy it. But I take pride in everything I do. I try to do the best I can possibly do. And I strive at getting better each time. So, that's just me. Well, Weekend Wanderer 3 signing out for the third part of this series. Maybe that's what I'll do from now on. Just make series. You know, different parts, shorter videos. Maybe you guys want that, maybe you don't. If you don't, watch all 3 in a row. Don't have a name for this one yet. Maybe I'll call it the edit-free series. I don't know. I don't know. Alright. Catch up with you in the next video. Thanks for tagging along. Just nice to be out. Have a good one.